Happy Chainsaw Man Day! We are back yet again for some more live reactions to Chainsaw Man. In this chapter, this time around, is a 213. It's a 213. We're going to be doing this. I don't know what's about to happen here. I mean, he was sitting there in the bed, got nudes in his hand. He said, "That's a good girl." I mean, Fumiko, is she still going to be doing something? What's going on with this chick? More conversations I'm assuming are going to happen. I don't know what's about to happen here. I don't know where we're going. But before we even get into the whole Chainsaw Man situation, Taichi Fujimoto, congratulations, sir. The fact that you got two more of your short form comics actually becoming like a movie. They're movies, right, guys? It's surprising to see this man's all his work at this point is getting adapted, and it's a great time to be a Fujimoto fan because the fact that all his stuff is getting adapted. When it's Fire Punch, I guess, right? Like, when are we going to see Fire Punch? Because, like, at this freaking point, everything's getting adapted, and it's kind of insane. All right, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, congratulations to Taichi Fujimoto for his successes in the animation field at this freaking point, because it's going in. It's going in, all right? And people kept saying that Chainsaw Man wasn't a success. I mean, obviously, it did something right from the anime. It did something right for this to all happen like this, right? For it to get a movie, for all these short form content to get all this freaking, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a lot for someone that didn't do well. Just saying. I've seen too much online people talking about that the movie didn't do well. The show didn't do that well. So I'm just saying. Exactly. Welcome in, Dubs. Welcome in, Desto. Ghost have welcome in as well. Cool news, we're getting Chainsaw Man compilation of Control, which will have the extras of part 1 getting adapted, and also getting Fujimoto 17. So, exactly. It's like these adaptations, it's insane to see this man really get this much success. If you want to see the live reactions to those trailers, because I saw those trailers out, I haven't seen them yet, so I will be doing the live reactions to that over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster, so just be aware after we're done streaming here, we'll be over on Twitch, and then I'll be reacting to that as well. So, yes. With all that said and done, though, we're here for the main event, right? This is Chainsaw Man 213. We move forward. Tatakaye, all right? We go ahead. And so we're going to do this live reaction, all right? I hope you guys are ready for this. Y'all already know. Go to Shonen Jump. Free to read over there. If not, do what you got to do to go and read it. If you did already read it, just sit back, relax, see the reaction from me, and then we'll get into the discussionary portion of this reaction, and then we can talk about the chapter and all that, so we can get all spoiler-tastic on us, right? That's what we're going to do. All right? Premiere, exactly. I'm looking forward to it. I already know, because I got to show y'all something. I got to show y'all. So there's some stuff that happened, because I went to the con, Sableton Con, and I got a poster, actually, so I'm already ready, bro. Luis is slow. He's got yeah, exactly. I see now. That kind of makes sense. We're getting part 1 of extra animated too. This is freaking, it's insane. It's good to be a Chainsaw Man fan. It's good to be a Taichi Fujimoto fan. That's the main thing here. All right. And why are we starting off all this sus stuff already? Chapter 213. Roll. Interesting. Okay, so what this chapter, I guess, is going to try to talk about here is what is Denji's role. Given what this chapter, because again, all chapter titles mean something for the title here. You know, they always mean something for the chapter. So I'm assuming it's just going to be him trying to figure out what his role is going to be, who he's going to side with, right? Which woman is he going to go and be with here? Granted, again, Fumiko's idea here probably seems more enticing for Denji. So I'm curious of what he's going to decide here, because he might have to make a choice. Because we all talk about choices, so I'm assuming this is what we're doing here. Sushi roll? No, not that. Not that. Also, Peach, welcome in. No, we haven't read the chapter. You're starting. You came in just the right time. We're starting right now. Gets blown by. Do pause. What? All right. Beat War Devil for me. Bring down Death Devil, pretty please. And she's completely naked. Like I didn't want to see this. I didn't ask for an up close, like, personal picture of Fumiko. I don't like her like that. All right, get out of here. I'm a chick magnet, of course. And of course, he thinks he's like, I'm getting all the women. He said, I'm him. I'm him. This is me. I look at her trying to, all right. Denji out there. Hey, that's true. Maybe that's what's going on here. He said he gotta do the wanking. All right, so maybe that's what's going on. That's why he's getting some clear mind now. Because before, when you're in that state, your mind's not clear. You know what I'm saying? But now his mind's clear somewhat. Potentially. Maybe. I don't know. What is clear to Denji? Oh, she's not under the bed anymore. Okay. Wait, where'd she go? Interesting. I mean, she wasn't going to sit there. Well, maybe she would. She didn't even say she was going to help him out, actually. So, look, we don't know. I don't know if Fumiko did her here. Okay, look. When women throw themselves at me, I'm usually getting tricked. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so you're learning. Okay. After this, you're going to choose between two options again. Oh. Wow, he actually... Wait, so you was actually paying attention a little bit from the Fire Devil? Were you actually listening a little bit? Because you have to remember this. Oh, and wait. Yeah, this is a memory. This is a memory. So it's like the fact that he remembers is kind of surprising. But he's like, oh, wait a second. Is this what that devil meant? Okay. All right. What's he gonna do? Yeah, he's thinking, guys. He's using his brain and not his dick. Okay. Notice that Denji didn't even notice a huge ass. No. Oh yeah. Actually, very true. Wait a minute. Yeah. I went back, bro. What? Yo, I didn't even notice that. I can't show it on stream, but I see what you're talking about. Yeah, the gash is not even there. He was not looking at that. He was not looking at that. That's insane, Denji, bro. Oh, come on. But why, man? Outside in the rain. I mean, he doesn't look like he's not smiling. At least. He's actually not smiling, interestingly enough. Like, part of me thinks, I thought he'd be like, smile. You know how he is. He seems kind of, in a way, worried. Interesting that he's here, though. What's about to happen here? All right, they're all just sitting here. Why are you standing in the rain? Okay, Yoshida. I wanted to see the school. Yeah, sure, buddy. There's obviously something else going on here. You got a big old bag in your hand, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. This flashlight perverted. He can't help himself, all right? Look, it's the best he can do. It's the best he can do. Umbrellas are for losers. Exactly. We don't know umbrellas. Look, I love the rain. You said I want to get wet. Pause. What's with that? Okay, there we go. I was able to enroll thanks to you, actually. Given your age, there was a possibility you'd start high school. Public safety hired me to enroll here so I could guard you at school. I was reluctant. But in retrospect, I was assigned to a pretty good role. Huh? Interesting. What's are you about to like spill your guts out or something here? Like is this supposed to be like a heart to heart about to happen right now? Is this man Yoshida like is he just giving up? He's like, I'm just tell you what everything's going on here, bro. Like what's going on here? Are you here to ask me for a favor too? Wait, sorry. My mind immediately, once he said that, my mind immediately like, oh, he's like, well, actually, look, I got this nude right here. Let me stop. Actually showing emotions. Yeah, he's actually showing emotions right now. He's very vulnerable, okay? He's very vulnerable. After that attack he did on Asa, he feels the type of way now. And, you know, he's changing it up just a little bit. Everybody's hitting on me for favors today. FYI, if Flash of me, your undies or a nude won't work in your case. Oh, well, never mind. See, look, I was already in the mind of freaking Denji here. And okay, apparently he does not like the meats, okay? He said, I ain't messing with Arby's like that, okay? Favor, huh? Well, what is that? What do you got? I brought pizza and drinks. Eat with me. What? Is it a meat lovers? Stop. Just pick up. Yeah, exactly. But a pizza and a drink. What is it? A Sprite? Does he have a Sprite? It's pizza time. That's good. What kind of pizza is it? What you got? Aren't you gonna eat? I like watching. You sucker. I know what you're doing. Because you saw a flashback right there with Aki. He's I like watching people eat, and it reminds of the freaking Aki right there. It's like, I know what you're doing. All right, you talking about the heartstrings. I see you're doing a mental game right now. That's kind of smart, though. I'm not going to lie, all right? Matura, welcome in. And so the last time this week would be Crazy Yoshida reveal. Look, I don't know what's going on yet. We're not there yet. Octopus, maybe. Octopus pizza. Yeah, some guys are like that. You're actually that's interesting. Remember that time we got hassled by delinquents out to school and he transformed to Chainsaw Man? I wanted to give him a good scare by cutting off an arm or two. That was a tough one. I saved the day by punching them all out. Hanging out with you is hard work, but those memories all make me laugh. He really is actually being emotional right now. This is really throwing me off right now. I'm not expecting Yoshida's not like this, so it's just it feels weird that this is going on with this guy's character right now. I was not expecting this in this chapter at all. This is not what I thought. Probably need to change the chapter name because I didn't know this is what we're doing. All right, just about to offer ass on the side of him like, God dang it. Yeah, I mean, he never remembers. Yeah, I mean, he never remembers their faces. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a struggle for him. Unfortunately, right? You know, see Power Aki's face in the flashback. Like, yeah, exactly. Yoshida, did you come here just to feed me? Okay, stands up. I came to say goodbye. We won't meet again. Wait, why? Thanks, Denji. Had tons of fun going to school with you. Wait, what's happening here? What's happening? Oh, sure. Look at the handshake. Thanks for all the free food. Sorry. What is he about like what? Oh. Oh. Oh man, I was not ready. I was not ready for that. What? I got think. I got I got words about this. I didn't. I did not see that coming at all. Wow. Wow, that threw me all the way. Wow, part of me's I'm conflicted right now with emotions here because that's so weird. That is so weird. I really didn't see that coming. Boom, exactly. Yeah, blown by a dude. No, that's stupid, right? I didn't know what you said. I get it now. God, you have the rules for a rolling bed, bro. Stop. Give shit about Yoshida leaving. I mean, look, he had good times, but I guess he had to let it go. All right. Yeah, let it go. It's being a switch, bro. You very please. You're all bad. You guys are all bad. Ooga booga welcome in. That's insane. Okay, that's in the chapter. What the heck? There's not a, hey, okay, first off, I want to ask real quick. I was gonna ask this. There's not gonna be like a break next week, right? I need to see what happens next. I really need to see what happens next. I'm trying to like really get my thoughts together because this bothers me. Not because he's just simply dead. I've always said this, and like, you know, people that have seen my reactions through and through and have these discussions with me, y'all know kind of where I'm at when it comes to Yoshida, and the fact that we always felt like there's not a lot of information about the guy. There's only so much we know about him, and it's like I'd wish they took more time to develop the guy a bit more because he seems important. So with this new development, he's dead. There is nothing left unless they're gonna do some flashbacks for his character, which I highly doubt, given that Fujimoto tends to not do that with his character. So, like, is this really just gonna be it for Yoshida when it comes to what his character is and all about? Right? Like, you know, I feel like there was missed opportunities here when it comes to Yoshida's character that we could do more with. So for him to be dead, this is a very similar feeling that I had with Nayuta. Though, granted, again, I think Nayuta's still alive. I still believe that to be the case. Now, unless I don't know how this works, but there is the STD devil. For all we know, he could be contracted with that sucker too, and there could be another version of him somewhere else as well. We don't know the full ins and outs of this. Remember, that's just based off of Fumiko's ability, right? But now that this is out here, who else is contracted with this devil? So there's a possibility for that to be something that's there too. That's if he wants to still expand upon Yoshida's character, because I really do believe we need more from Yoshida. This feels like a really weird end to his character, all things considered. That's why I don't fully accept this death that we're seeing right now. Unfortunately. But welcome in, Brian, by the way. Honestly, not gonna miss Yoshida. That's kind of the problem though, right? I feel like you not feeling that way. I feel like it's partially because his character really isn't wholly developed, and for you to really care. Like, this is part of the reason I think part 1 was better than part 2, because we talked about this before as well, where part 1, we have more of a connection to the characters. In part 2, I feel like a lot of the side pieces that are here, side characters, they're not they're not people you really care about. Like if let's say Fumiko gets like is gone, I'm not gonna care like that. I don't care for Fumiko like that. She's more interesting now with the reveal that we've seen from the STT Devil. But before that, I didn't care about the character. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of characters in part 2 that just kind of struggle to make you care like that. And you know what I mean? That's like the thing about this. And I feel like again, Yosha, given that he was here in the beginning of part 2, we should have done more with him. So that's just how I feel about it. What are y'all saying? What are y'all saying? Let me read the comments. I have no idea what's going on, but the people who want Bond Girl to come back in the manga at the same time, the movie release is probably going wild right now. What you think this is like a trigger based off of Rize then? Is that what you're saying right now? I'm just sorry to tell you. Look, man, look, it is what it is, unfortunately. Switching a relationship means something that goes between, oh my god, okay. Yoshida is Rize confirmed. Wait, what? Wait, is that what we're talking about, Lloyd? Is that what we're talking about right now? Hello? I just blew myself. Let me see. So Fumiko and Yoshi still working together. They seem to have conflicting things going on with Denji. They do. They definitely do. I mean, the plan is still there, I guess, in some way, shape, or form. It's just they're doing it their own way, maybe here. Because the fans are in shambles. Like I said, I'm not in shambles. I don't care like his character to that extent. I just wish that there was more to him, is my thing here, right? No way Yoshida is dead. His octopus could have easily sheltered him. That is true. That is true. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit here, Gosav. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Because we haven't seen his body yet. Now, if we see his body and it's all like in tatters, oh, he dead, right? You know what I'm saying? But you have a point. There could have been something that saves him, like the octopus, to potentially keep him alive. We'll see what happens here. I noticed that Denji always remembers power and Aki when he looks back at a happier time. We don't see that with Naruto. I mean, go Saf, I'm gonna be 100 with you. It's not that he doesn't care about Naruto, but if you think about it, Naruto was the control devil, and if you look at the environment in which that he was living in, he couldn't really truly just be himself. Like, it's not a freeing time for him when he has Naruto. Naruto is a responsibility. Not to say that he's not having fun in some way, shape, or form with her, but it's not the same thing when being under somebody else's roof like Aki's, right? That he's like your brother, basically, at this point, and that's your sister in power. This is a whole different dynamic, and I think those times are always going to feel a lot more reminiscence and happier times in general, as opposed to what Naruto was kind of bringing to the table. Not saying he doesn't have happy times with her as well. It's just I don't think it's in the same category, right? I don't think so. Not to mention, if he's going to think back at a time, it's going to be more so that than just him and Naruto. Remember, this is like a whole group of people. It's, technically 2 people, but still, like, you know what I mean? Like, it meant more to him at that time. Zemo comes out in 918, and chapter comes out in 916. So if they're gonna show Rize, it has to be the time. Yeah, it has to be that time. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Wait for you shooting about 10 chapters of roll up like nothing happened. I mean, it's not impossible. No way he's done. He just got an octopus power up. I mean, look, it is what it is, man. It always comes back to the STD devil, interference be pods, bro. What? I'm just saying, there's a possibility. Seeing as that devil can do that ability, there could be multiple people that have this contract with them, and that allows them to do this. So it's like this just can't be the end. Yeah, it's the Aki power jump scare. Like, I wasn't expecting that either. It made me happy to see that. I always love seeing like his perspective on his friends back then, because you can tell those sweeter times for him, because that's the only time he actually had happiness. This man struggles through day to day. I think that's another reason why he doesn't see Naruto in that same way, simply because he was out here working his butt off, trying to provide for this child. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing where, again, he was under somebody else's roof. His money could be his own. He had to worry about it like that, right? Like, Aki got it. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different time. It's easier time for him. God. Fumiko stings like a butterfly and burns BDP, bro. When I read that out loud, like how Denji shows small signs of growth, like he's yeah, exactly. Like attention he's getting from multiple girls, but no, exactly. At least, because that's what I'm trying to say. It's not as though Denji doesn't learn, and I appreciate this particular chapter kind of highlighting that he even remembers what people are talking to him about. He's not just standing there not listening. He is listening, right? Because that was like one of my complaints about freaking like let's say Luffy for instance from One Piece. Luffy just don't be listening. But as he got older in the part in post time skip, he's gotten better with that. And this is kind of the same thing with Denji here. Denji is in that same category of somebody that's actually finally taking in information where it doesn't seem like he is, but he is doing so, even though his character will fluctuate from time to time because, you know, this is just that's just him. Unfortunately, he doesn't know how to break this cycle. He's been in this cycle for so long that he has a hard time getting out of it because that's what he knows. Like, you know what I mean? He doesn't know anything else, so that's why he's always going to default back to that. Until something else can be revealed to him for him to have a different avenue, he's never going to choose a different way of living here. You know what I mean? So this is Denji you got to remember here, right? Like, as annoying as he can be at times, he is growing as an individual. I can say that much. It's very hard to see at times. He's one of the few I hope come back. I really hope so too, Brian. I'm telling you, man. Something tells me she's still around in some way, shape, or form. Granted, I don't want it to be no STD devil because that sounds terrible. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. I don't want to hear that. Like I said, I want this to be like some kind of fake dummy head or something, and we just kind of find out. I don't want her to share the same ability because I did say that way back before we knew what the STD devil was. But we knew Fumiko was something going on with her, and there's multiple versions of her. So that was already the idea that was in a mind, all right, in our mind. I don't want that to be for Nayuta. That's a problem. I got it. Let me see. Yoshida dead. Rize isn't. Rize's still around. Rize isn't coming back. Nayuta dead. I don't know anymore. Lloyd, look, don't give up, man. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. All right, come on. I don't think he's accepted Nayuta is gone. I think it also took him a long time to accept Power Aki. That's why he can't see their faces. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it is too. Like, especially when you think back at times, right? You're not always going to remember these things, but like, especially the way he's living now, looking back at it, you're probably thinking that was a lot better of a time, so you can't help but always kind of refer back to that, but have a hard time remembering faces like that. You know, I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, like, I think all devils in some ways, shape, or form have a problem remembering people's faces, or there's always some kind of quirk about them that they can't remember certain things, right? We will go full circle with Aki, Yoshida, Parallel, once Denji, just him in the... I mean... That's if he still has any. That's if he still has any ghosts have, where he's been shown to be able to teleport with octopus. That's true too. Like I said, maybe I'm jumping the gun on his death because, like, I mean, but this is his mission, so you would think with how he was talking this whole chapter, you would think this would be the end, and Fujimoto wouldn't just give us a switcheroo on us, right? You think with how he's talking this entire chapter, he really is just about to end it here and just call it a day, right? But I don't know. Who knows? This is also Fujimoto we're talking about. Fujimoto will do whatever he wants because this man, you can't predict what he's going to do here. Let's see. Let's take one time. We will go for circle. Okay, right there. Remember, he's shown to be able to teleport. We also haven't seen the Victoria flashback we get in every manga. I mean, not yet. I mean, I don't know because like Chainsaw Man doesn't really do that. Ghost have. If you think about it, there really isn't like flashbacks like this in the manga, which is why we always ask like if we're ever even gonna see like some flashbacks of the horsewomen, right, fighting against Chainsaw Man back in hell. Like I don't know if we're ever gonna get those kind of flashbacks. We don't really see too much of that, or if he does it, it's very in a quicker pace. Like I remember seeing Quan Chi and her relationship and everything with Kishibe. We saw that as a flashback, but it was really quick if you think about it, right? Like he hasn't really spent a lot of time in the past like that, so I don't know if we're gonna see things of that nature. I don't think so, anyways. What Yoshida was referring to could have been the light switch to show Yoru. You sound like you freaking Kappa right now, bro. Like what? Well, Fam and literally saw Yoshida throwing pebbles. They are ready for what? Maybe they knew this explosion was gonna happen, but at the same time, they fine. Like an explosion's not gonna take them out. That's not gonna matter. I mean, even this. That's why I keep saying like Yoshida probably isn't dead. If you really think about it, this is not enough. This is not enough. Also, by the way, Brian, thank you for this for subscribing to the channel. I just saw that, but this is not gonna be enough damage at all. I really don't. Like, you gotta remember, this is Denji again we're talking about, right? Man was in pieces in a body bag, bro. Like, and then you had to put this man back together like Legos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not gonna do anything to him. So, I can't see Yoshida just throwing his life away like that. You know what I mean? In turn to try to even hurt Denji or even hurt them. Like, if let's say he's trying to hurt the Death Devil or the Famine Devil. This explosion is not enough unless it's laced with some poison. Like, do the Netero situation, right? Now Netero took out the Chimera Ant. Remember that? I ain't gonna say exactly what, but like, you know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about. But it's like, it has to be on some along those lines. Otherwise, what are we doing? Like, if you really think about it, this explosion means nothing. Not to downgrade what he's doing, but like, if you really think about it, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? And they just had a flashback. I mean, yeah. I say we don't get many of those. Is what I was trying to say, Dubs. Like, there's not a lot where he decides to really keep going back. Like, this is not Naruto, bro. Like, Naruto, I'll give you a flashback within a flashback within a flashback within another flashback, because we're gonna go back to the time periods, bro. We're going way back then. No, I'm not doing that here. Like, Fujimoto don't be doing that. Yeah. Fuchida had a flashback. That's true. Also had 2 flashbacks with her mom and then the orphanage. But I mean, again, remember how short that is? Like, these flashbacks are not like full on like whole chapter flashbacks. You know what I mean? Like, they're not. He doesn't spend a lot of time in a flashback. That's what I'm trying to say here. Like, he doesn't really do much of that in that sense that we've seen like in other mangas. Not even just like in Naruto. There's plenty of other manga that we've seen and I've read that be doing flashbacks way longer than what Fujimoto tends to do with his characters. He don't seem to do that often for some reason, or that long, I should say. I seen a theory on Twitter that Rize triggered the explosion and public safety will now move in to go get. Interesting. That's a pretty good theory. That's if Rize is a part of this, because I mean, if you think about it, unless he because he easily just strap a bomb to himself. I mean, that's why those bags were there, right? One of outside of the pizza, there was also a pizza bomb, a piece of explosion, right? A pizza explosion. I don't know. Maybe there's even something laced with that freaking pizza itself. I don't know. It's hard to say. But I mean, I like your idea more because we need to see Rize. Rize needs to come back. I want her back. We need her back. It's time for her to come back. It's like movie flash. Yeah. I mean, perfect example, actually. That's pretty much what it is. It's like movie flashbacks. Like, don't spend a lot of time on it, but it gives you enough information that you need to understand what made that situation happen in the first place, right? Like, it gives you enough that you need to see, but we're not going deeper into it, right? We don't need to do all that. You're too busy starting the movie, just show up in the manga. Hey, look, all she has to do is say boom real quick, and everybody's gonna get excited. Just one panel. No, not one panel. She can just be off in the background even, and if people notice that, excitement will explode. Pun intended. Okay, come on now. Kind of ends with explosion. Next chapter releasing in 2 weeks, aligning with the movie release date. Rize coming back. Copium is back. Ooga bro, you really are coping right now. You are coping a little too hard there, buddy. Really this month, and then we get an explosion this chapter. Hey, Fujimoto is cooking though. This is a good chapter. I did like this. I mean, since we're talking about the movie real quick, I just want you to know I'm gonna be reviewing that. So when that movie comes out, I do plan to see if I can get into the movie theaters and watch this movie, because I want to do that. I want to watch this goddamn movie. I look forward to this, and I should get a video out on that, or even talk about a live reaction. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on with it. But more than likely, a video will happen for the Rize thing. So just be on the lookout for that, because we're gonna get some more Chainsaw Man content up going on this goddamn channel. We've been pushing Chainsaw Man for a minute, and I think it's time to really double down on some of the content for Chainsaw Man. All right, I still need to make the freaking Denji video. The Denji video still needs to happen. Who's one shot's getting death in November? Yes, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it yet. Like I was saying before, especially for those that are new here, I do plan to stream over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster within about an hour or so from now. I plan to stream on Twitch, and we're gonna do live reactions to those trailers. I have yet to actually see them. I know of them, I just haven't seen them yet, because I wanted to leave my reactions to you guys so y'all can actually see how I feel about it, in real time here. So we're gonna be doing that over on Twitch. Careful seeing that movie with Chainsaw Man fans. Look, man, I got the merch. I'm ready to go, bro. I'm ready to go. Look, it is what it is. Hopefully they're not too cringe. I haven't actually watched an anime movie in theaters with like a bunch of anime fans. I haven't done that yet. Like, I was thinking of doing it for Demon Slayer, but I'm not that big of a fan of Demon Slayer, so I didn't really care about it like that. But I never actually went into a movie theater to watch an anime movie. Haven't done that yet, so this is gonna be my first experience doing this. Hopefully it's a good one. You're also getting the Vile Actors anime and Chainsaw Man couple. Exactly, and I look forward to that. This movie theater's gonna reek. Hey, man. Look, I just came back from a freaking con. I know what you're talking about, all right? It's all good. It's all good, all right? This is why I be wearing a mask all the time. Sometimes I might get the one that has, like, the freaking filters in it or something, so I don't have to smell nothing, bro. Yeah. So, man, audience, that'll be a trip. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they're anything like Denji, it's about to be a problem. You see, look back at the theater. No, I didn't. I watched it. It was on Amazon. I watched it on Amazon with Anna. So, like, look, man. Look, man. I tried to bomb that one. I should have done that, but I didn't. All right. I think I was working at the time because it usually happens on the weekends. And because of that, I have to work. So I didn't. Look, man, it is what it is. It happens. We ain't making that mistake again. This is the Rize movie. We making this happen, okay? We making this goddamn happen. But interesting chapter nonetheless. A little bit of a heart-to-heart from Yoshida. Was kind of surprising to see that. I don't really think this is the end for him. I hope not. But if it is, I'll already dock a point off of that. If that's the case, I don't think he's dead. But it just concerns me that we playing with his freaking, like, this ain't the first time we played with him, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Because we thought he was dead before. But now this could be like a legit death. But we'll have to see next chapter. If next chapter we see his body, like, on the ground, it's all in pieces, yeah, man might be dead. But even with that, there's still the STD devil, which we already know what the ability is for that. So there's a possibility we might see this man come back even in a different form, which is also very bad to even think about, because I mean, that man out here freaking going to Pound Town and getting pounded. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. That's how JK movie and a girl screamed when Gojo took it. Really? I mean, look, his eyes are beautiful, all right? I'm not gonna lie. Look, we can't lie about that, all right? You can't lie about that. And it will be cosplaying as one woman in the theater that, oh, wow, you stupid, bro. Stop. We're going to shoot a plush to movie theaters. I mean, I guess you can bring things into the movie theaters, right? I mean, maybe I might do that. Maybe I might just do that, because, I mean, Bakita is still here. Would you want to go to the movie theaters with me? Yeah, man, let's go. Okay, all right, let's go. We doing it, right? Bakita will come with us, all right? Okay, I got merch and everything ready. I'm already prepared. All right, I'm ready to watch this goddamn movie. Honestly, I don't know if I like or dislike the chapter. There were good elements, but at the same time, if this was how Yoshida goes out, yeah, that's literally where I'm at right now, Ooga Booga. That's why I don't know where to rate this, because it's like, if this is really his end, I didn't like it. This is not a good ending for his character. He definitely needs to bring him back if that's the case. Like, this needs to be a Byakuya moment, right? Where everybody got upset and that Byakuya was supposed to die but didn't die because freaking, the fans like, no! Why he's gone? Like, look, granted, Byakuya's actually, he's a popular character. I don't think anybody really cares. Like there's fans of Yoshida, but they ain't caring like that. Like, I highly doubt there's a freaking fan club for Yoshida. Well, I can't say that because there's a fan club for freaking Fumiko, which is, I don't know why there is. I don't know, man. I'm not tapped in the communities like that. Didn't get pounded, he got blown. Exactly. That's all that happens. Actually, if you think about it, it's just nothing but explosions, bro. Hopefully, there's a bomb at the box office. No, that's so really. Or Luffy had act like you think it's a One Piece movie. See, now you're gonna get all the freaking Chainsaw Man fans upset with me if I do that. What are you talking about, man? This is how they're gonna try to fight me. I ain't trying to fight. I'm checking my score to 8 pizza slices out of 10. People coping hard for Rize to come on next chapter. We are coping. We are hoping as much as we can. But look, I'm gonna say this right now. This is my prediction. Because I don't know what y'all predict right now for next chapter. Next chapter, Rize ain't gonna be there. Rize is not gonna be there. Like, as great as that theory was that you were telling me about, I don't think Rize is even a part of this. I feel like this, because I don't know, he doesn't, like, Fujimoto loves to play around and play games, and he doesn't just give us what we want, bro. He has yet to do that. He will do it in a different way that you least expected. This is too expected of Fujimoto to do this, which is why I think he's not going to do it. All right? Just seeing what he has done thus far within this manga, I just can't see him bringing Rize back at this point in time. So maybe the best we might get is a mention. There might be a mention of Rize being like around or something, right? But I highly doubt he's actually gonna have her actually be revealed. I would love to be wrong though. I would love to be wrong, but I feel like I'm gonna be right about this. All right, that's my prediction for next week's chapter or next chapter. That whenever it comes out, God dang it. People love Yoshida in the beginning, but have been very disappointed. Yeah, exactly, because he doesn't get development. You want more from him, but he doesn't give that to you. And now supposedly he might be gone. You know, Rize ends up coming back when it seems like she is. I understand. See, Lloyd, we are literally thinking the same thing right now. We are literally thinking the same way right now. Because I'm telling you, he never does that. He never does. I've yet to see this man be like, no, I'm going to give it to you right when you need it. There you go. You're happy now. No, sucker. He gonna just watch. Rize's gonna pop up in like chapter 230 just randomly, like in the background, like, how you doing, Denji? And that would be like the end of the chapter by itself. He ain't gonna do much more than that. And then we might go over to like Asa and see what she's doing or something, and just tease us even more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of guy he is. That's the kind of guy he is. Yeah. I don't think Rize's gonna show either. I think it's hope for Bucky and Rize to come back. You really think Bucky's gonna come back? You really think Bucky's gonna come back at this point? I don't know, man. I don't know. That chicken might be cooked. All right. Hey, Teresa, you only get one. Who do you pick? I mean, I've been asking for Naruto for a minute to come back because I want to see all the 4 horsemen like together. I've been asking for this. Remember, I thought in chapter 200 we were gonna get these guys all coming together again, right? That didn't happen. So, and it has yet to happen. I mean, because like story element wise, like where we're at right now, again, with that theory you brought up, it's like, it makes a lot of sense if Rize does come back more so than Naruto right now. But at the same time, I can still see a story reason for her to actually reappear here now, especially considering that Denji just got so quote unquote blown up. She could be the thing to kind of put them back together, right? Like that could be something. So she could technically be the person. So like there could be a comeback, but not what we expect. And it's actually Naruto, which I'd appreciate that too. I'm okay with either or, but like part of me feels like I don't know. I would like to see Naruto come back here, maybe. I don't know, cause I want to see Rize too. It's a hard decision. All right. Not the little kid. Come on, man. The only reason why I think Rize might come back is because we've seen all the hybrids for part 1, but not... Yeah, exactly. Not the most popular, important hybrids. Like, exactly. We've seen a lot of them back, but we haven't seen her yet. And we know for a fact she's still here. She is still around. She's still alive. So there's a high chance she... Like, I do expect her to come back. I just don't see her coming back right now, is the thing. Like, she's one of those characters that has to come back, I think, at this point. Kishibe, like, I don't know if we're ever gonna see that man again. Something tells me might not, honestly. When it comes to Konobi, like, unless it goes off the theory I've been saying for the longest time that she was contracted with by the Death Devil, right? Which allows her to be able to avoid death or something along those lines, right? Like, that's why I expect her ability to be why she is strong as she is. Like, her personality almost becomes like the Death Devil, which is why she becomes like so OP, right? So like that's the idea I have here. And she didn't sign the contract herself, but her mother did. So that's the whole theory I have when it comes to Konobi. That's if we're doing all that. I don't know if we're even gonna see her, but I think that's another character we might not see in part 2, if ever. Honestly, I don't know. These are characters that, like, we're really not gonna be seeing these characters. I don't know, man. I don't know. Kishibe with the Deku's dad route. Exactly. He ain't never coming back. Kishibe, your son is dead. Time to come. Exactly. But he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. RP Nuta. I need to see the Rize in our master class. We do need to see her. Like, either or would be good. And in story purposes, it can still fit either way, is the thing here. She's only one who we haven't seen. Yeah, exactly. I heard you got Nuta as well. There's no... I mean, like I said, there's it's too on the nose for her to not come back. Like, for her to not retaliate in some way. It would make actually no sense for her, Fujimoto, to not have her play a part in this at some point because of what's going on around the world, right? This would be a perfect time and opportunity to actually reunite with Denji, and then ask Denji, where is freaking Asa? Maybe she might even have intel that Asa and Denji were like an item in some case, some way, shape, or form, right? Also, this goes in line with how Denji's been thinking thus far, that he's a chick magnet. And, you know, if he's a chick magnet, there's another chick popping in and potentially offering, you know, something for him and yada yada. You know what I mean? Like, this, it makes too much sense for her to not appear here, but Again, it's Fujimoto we're talking about. So we'll see. We'll see. He's drunk himself to death on the exactly. Honestly, I don't expect him to be around. He might be dead right now. All right. He come back. We need Konobe to come back just for the jokes. Konobe, yeah. I miss Konobe. Konobe is my favorite character in part 1. I love Konobe. Like her chapter, freaking with Denji or Chainsaw Man itself. Like that chapter with freaking the burger. That crowd was amazing. I love that chapter. I stay loving that chapter. It's still my favorite chapter in the freaking Chainsaw Man. All right. Konobe was a girl filler from day 1. Probably see her in part 3 if there's a part 3. If there's a part 3. Granted, given how popular Fujimoto's work is, I don't see him stopping though. Russia getting involved, Riza definitely should. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She should be coming back. Fujimoto loves movies. What movies come in? Trilogies? That's true. That's true. You have a point there. You have a point there, actually. That's a very good point, Ghost Sav. Denji make major breakthrough out of this what world falling apart is that he thinks exactly. I mean, but does it not fit in line with what we got going on right now? This man said, I got 2 women. I don't know if I can say it on here on YouTube. I was gonna say something, but I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. I don't know if YouTube's gonna be like, hey buddy. Granted, my content's not freaking this Chainsaw Man's not made for kids. God damn. Like, you know what I mean? He got 2 hoes. Let me stop. Also in trilogies, typically the first one, the hero rises, the second one, the hero fails, third one, hero. That's true. Wait. So Deso, are you insinuating that this part 2 in Chainsaw Man, he's actually going to fail? He's going to fail in actually maybe making that decision. Because the fact that he remembers Fire Devil's thing that he was like, oh, you have to make a choice, left or right, basically, right? And I've always said there is a third option. There's Rize being that third option. It makes you wonder if he just chooses wrong and then he actually sees the consequences of his actions, which then leads him to having a better understanding of why making choices matter, maybe? Because he might choose the third option, right? Because he always avoids the direct conflict of what he has to actually decide. And he always chooses some other route. So it makes me wonder about that then. You guys are making a lot of sense with this. I like that. 2 gardening hoses, exactly, all right? Planting on the ground, baby. Yeah, surely I think Denji will make the wrong choice and he'll have a dark ending. That would be a very... I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Because that would be... Granted, it'd suck, right? Like, going into part 3 and it would just be terrible. But it'd be such good and interesting reading. I'll look forward to that if that's what we're doing here. And also, you don't really see that in manga. Where we actually see, like, the protagonist actually fail. And it just kind of like, that's like the end of something, right? And then we will have to wait until part 3 comes out. Like that, you don't see that a lot of the times. Like, that's kind of breaking the mold a little bit. And again, Fujimoto is about that. I'm just, that sounds good. I like the way that sounds. Fujimoto like trippy endings. Yeah. See, I haven't finished all Fire Punch, so I don't know how the ending is for Fire Punch. I know of it. I read a couple chapters. It's a lot to kind of like deal with. I was reading on stream, and I made a mistake doing that. I might have to read that like by myself off stream, so I can if I can get through it, because it's a lot. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad in the sense of like what happens to the characters. Like, it's a good manga, you know what I mean? But like, what happens to the characters in there is so bad. It's a lot. Okay, God. That's just weird. Even his one shots doesn't do sad endings. Weird, but not sad. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this doesn't even have to be necessarily a sad ending in of itself. It's just like a doom and gloom like type of situation where things are just looking terrible, but maybe they can come back from this. Part 3 could be the Apocalypse Saga. Yeah, exactly. Or the Hell Saga. Because maybe all of this is going to bring forth hell and both worlds blend into each other, for all we know, right? Like, how far do we don't know anything about hell yet. And remember, there are portals that do allow even some of the strongest devils to walk through. We've seen this. So it's like, who knows? There could be a convergence of the worlds here. Kind of like freaking Avatar, right? You just open up the freaking spirit portal and allow the spirits to come in. Maybe that could be something that happens here as war goes on. Boom, and then the portal hell's here. All right, hell, exactly. There'd be literal hell on Earth. Would that not make sense? So I'm just saying, there's a lot that could happen as we continue forth within this manga. So just keep an eye out for it. Part 3, Little D Avengers. Exactly right. It's the Avengers again, bro. So however, Little D Naruto's court. All right, sucker. Part 2 ending with Denji and Asa getting married, and they'll have. What manga they reading? There has been not one thing in this manga that would make you think that would happen. Huh? You are delusional. Like, the fan base on that are delusional. Like, what? Ain't no way it's happening. According to the shippers, bro. These shippers gotta ship that somewhere else because that ain't happening. Freaking Chainsaw Man. All right. With all that said and done, I know Ghost have already got his rating for it. I think I'm gonna sit this on, like, I don't know where this is going. I want to say like a 7.5 out of 10 for me. I think it's where I'm gonna put it at, because it's a good chapter, but I feel like this could go, like, for all we know, this could be bad for Yoshida. Yoshida really is dead. This is why I'm rating it in this way, because I don't know where we're going with this. So 7.5 out of 10 is my rating. What would y'all rate this chapter this week? I'm kind of curious. Also, then shippers believe this? Well, they gotta stop believing that. They on crack on that one. All right, it's absolutely insane. Like, what? I'll say the fact that we are this deep in the story and it's still the setup where, yeah, I mean, that's a testament in some ways to Fujimoto's writing. I have to give him that, because he's very interesting in that way of just knowing how to still keep the stakes as high as they are, and for information still not be out. Like, you would think we have more information about everything, but we still don't. Like, he's giving us info, but it's like, even with the info we're getting, how reliable is that info? Because it's been shown time and time again that some characters are just not reliable narrators to the story. So it's like, we don't really know everything that's truly actually happening until it actually happens, basically, right? So that's what's so interesting about, like, Chainsaw Man Part 2 so far. That's, like, keeping me on edge the entire way, because you don't know really anything, it feels like, honestly. I said shippers are delusional because they know it's never going to actually happen. Now, at least on the way they want. Like, but see, then they're going to be disappointed. And then they're going to be sitting like, oh, Fujimoto's freaking, he's trash at writing. He's so bad. And blah, you know what I mean? Like, I hate when you have this weird expectation of something to happen, and then you little dog on the manga even, and or the creator, because it didn't go the way you wanted it to. And it's like, bro, what? Like, you're delusional in thinking in this manner in the first place for this to even happen. Do I want to see a happy ending for freaking Denji and Asa? Yes, I do. But the likelihood of that happening is, like, very slim. I really don't see that. I said again, Asa's gonna die, bro. Like, she ain't about to have a happy ending. All right, she ain't about to get her first kiss. Nothing, bro. She ain't getting nothing. Okay. So I really don't see it happening. But that's just me. All right. Like, this manga has shown time and time again, when it comes to Denji, he gets nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. All right. Bring Chainsaw Man for the shivs. You're doing it wrong. Exactly. All right. But no, let me get out of here. Let me get this thing going for my Twitch stream. Like I said, I'll probably be on in like the next hour over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster. So if anyone that's new here, I still stream. I stream over on YouTube. I usually do Chainsaw Man, and then on Wednesdays or Thursdays. It's been on Thursdays as of late, but I do also seasonal talk. So if you're watching anything within the season thus far, like Dawn to Dawn, for instance, right? Kaiju number 8, To Be Hero X, Summer Pockets, you know, Summer Pockets. We don't talk about the anime. There's a lot of anime I'm covering, all right? There's a lot. I'm watching so much from this season. So if you want to talk about that, that'll be something that we'll be doing over on the YouTube channel on Thursday. And we talk all things anime there too. But over on Twitch side of things, we kind of more chill. We talk about anything. Like I said, you even do like live reactions and just a lot of this crazy stuff, okay? Like, these are more tame streams than what my Twitch streams are. My Twitch streams they get kind of wild in there. So just be warned, okay? That's how both Death and Family woke up when Yoshida showed up. Did that could mean something? I think so. Like, I think they just noticed his presence. So I'm expecting them to like be like, they're aware of this explosion about to happen, right? They probably know he's gonna do something bad. So for all we know, they could have actually went in there and protected Denji. Who knows? We don't really know exactly. We don't know where Fumiko went exactly, right? It's like there's these like unknown factors that go into this whole situation, but I doubt any of them are actually hurt like that. Like, if I had to say anything, I highly doubt that like Death or Famine, like, they're good. They're good, okay? Even Denji's fine, like, he's like okay at best. Okay. See it happening in front. Same, bro. I can't see it. I love Asamitaka. People I've seen because of how part 2 started, people just really hated on Asa, and I don't know how people feel about her now, but like I've always liked her character, and I always said that in some ways I identify a little bit more with Asa's character than I do with Denji. Like, if I'm being honest, I didn't like Denji in the first part. It took me a minute to even like this character. With Asa, it didn't take very long for me to actually like her. She was goofy, and I like how she is as an individual. That whole tripping aspect to her character is freaking stupid, but I love it. You know what I mean? Like, her anxieties, I can see and relate to in some ways. Like, I appreciate the type of character that she is, and so knowing how she is and knowing her character, knowing her backstory, I just can't see it happening. I can't see it happening. We should be still down for Sunday, unless something happens for Sunday, Dubs. I should be able to at least try to get something on with that for that stream. So it's still going. It's still going. You know, there are Twitch side things. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. Let me see. Well, you read the season 3 of JJK trailer. Oh, true. Just give me the links, Deso guys. Like, just give me the links for them so I know what I'm reacting to. I forgot about that. I haven't looked at that either. I was hearing about JJK getting the season 3 trailer. I haven't got a chance to look at it either. So we got some stuff to look at when we go to the YouTube to the Twitch side of things here. He was throwing pebbles. You probably just heard the noise too. There's also that as well. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually notice his presence, because I mean, he is a threat to some degree, so they gotta be aware. All right, okay, I got you, Deso. Thank you, sir. People like Austin now, but our man Fujimoto took the focus off her. Wait, what? So hold on a minute, because at first they're like, oh, why are you focusing on her? Get her out of here. And now people are like, oh, actually, let's focus back on her. Like, they cannot make up their freaking minds. That's freaking crazy. All right. Let me get out of here for real, though. All right. If you guys can, though, can y'all like the stream? Helps with the algorithm, pushes out to more Chainsaw Man fans. So, like, again, new people come in here, they can see, hey, there's a Chainsaw Man live reaction going on. Maybe we can talk about a little bit something, right? So if you guys like it, it helps with the algorithm to push it out to more people so they can also see and come in here and have conversations with us and all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you are also new here, because I do this anytime Chainsaw Man comes out. The mangas I'm currently covering on my YouTube page right now is Chainsaw Man and Kagurabachi. Speaking of Kagurabachi, there's also that live reaction, the live version of it, unedited. We're going to be doing that over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster as well, and it will be joining me for that section of the stream, so just be on the lookout for that as well over on to twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster. We're doing a lot over there. There's a lot going on that stream, so just be ready, all right? And leave comments below. Tell me what y'all think, your thoughts are when it comes to this week's chapter of Chainsaw Man. Will you rate it? All that good stuff. I want to know more thoughts. If you all find any extra theories as well, please tell me about them. I like to know, all right? Hey, you have a good one too, Desto. Thank y'all new people that came up in here. Thank you for the subscription. All right, Brian, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, all right? But all right, drink goddamn water. Take your vitamins. Until then, people, break out.